Snow covered the valley of the headless Menwinelone Trapper, followed fresh tracks into the wilderness, and never returned. Days later, rescuers found an abandoned camp, scattered supplies, and a mystery that has haunted northern Canada for more than a century. According to historical accounts, several people later vanished under equally unsettling circumstances, turning this isolated valley into one of North America's most enduring mysteries. Were these tragedies caused by the unforgiving landscape, a dangerous predator, or something still unexplained? Tell us where you're watching from. Subscribe, and let's examine the evidence one clue at a time. Long before newspapers carried frightening headlines, the Nahanni Valley was already known to the indigenous Dene people. For countless generations, they traveled through this rugged region with deep knowledge of its rivers, forests, and mountains. They also treated certain areas with great caution. Oral traditions spoke of places that demanded respect, not because of monsters, but because the land itself could be unpredictable and dangerous. Those stories would later take on new meaning as outsiders entered the valley. Everything changed during the Klondike Gold Rush at the end of the 19th century. News of rich gold discoveries drew thousands of prospectors across Canada's northern wilderness. Many believed the Nahanni region might hold untouched deposits waiting to be claimed. The journey was brutal. Fast rivers, steep cliffs, freezing winters, and almost endless forests tested even the most experienced explorers. Yet the promise of striking gold pushed many to continue. Among those drawn into the valley were two brothers, Willie and Frank McLeod. Historical records suggest they entered the region in the early 1900s, hoping to find valuable gold deposits. They established a small camp and began searching the surrounding creeks. Then, without warnings, they disappeared. No letters arrived. No one saw them leave. Their silence quickly became a source of concern. When searchers finally located the camp, they made a discovery that shocked everyone involved. According to several historical reports, the brothers' remains were found near the campsite under disturbing circumstances. Their deaths gave rise to the name Valley of the Headless Men. Exactly what happened has remained the subject of debate for more than a century. Some details differ between historical sources, making the case even more difficult to understand. News of the discovery spread far beyond northern Canada. Newspapers printed dramatic stories, and the valley quickly earned a reputation as a place where people entered but never returned. Gold seekers faced a difficult choice. Should they chase possible riches, or avoid a place already surrounded by fear? For some, curiosity proved stronger than caution. Then another unexplained case emerged. Over the following years, additional explorers reportedly vanished or died under mysterious circumstances within the Nahanni region. Some incidents are well documented, while others survive only through newspaper reports or local stories. Separating confirmed history from legend has become one of the greatest challenges for modern researchers. Yet one fact remains beyond dispute. This remote valley witnessed several tragic events that continue to raise difficult questions. Were these separate accidents linked only by harsh wilderness? Or did investigators overlook an important clue hidden among the mountains? That question would inspire decades of new searches, scientific studies, and competing theories, each bringing investigators closer to the truth, while revealing just how much remains unknown. As interest in the valley grew, explorers, scientists, journalists, and government researchers began asking a simple question. Could there be a logical explanation behind these mysterious deaths and disappearances? Instead of relying on rumors, they turned to maps, weather records, geological surveys, and eyewitness accounts. The answers they found explained some mysteries, but not all of them. One of the strongest evidence-based explanations points to the landscape itself. Nahanni National Park Reserve contains deep canyons, fast-moving rivers, hidden caves, unstable cliffs, and thick forests that can quickly disorient even experienced travelers. Winter temperatures often fall far below freezing, while sudden storms can arrive with little warning. In such conditions, a single wrong decision can become fatal within hours. Wildlife also presents real dangers. The region is home to black bears, grizzly bears, wolves, and other powerful animals. Encounters remain uncommon, but they can become dangerous when food is scarce or humans accidentally surprise wildlife. However, researchers have found no verified evidence linking these animals to every historical case connected with the Valley of the Headless Men. Each incident appears to involve different circumstances, making one simple explanation unlikely. The valley's geology has also attracted scientific attention. Limestone formations have created one of Canada's largest cave systems, many of which remain only partly explored. Underground passages, hidden sinkholes, and narrow openings can disappear beneath snow or thick vegetation. Some researchers believe an injured explorer could have fallen into an unseen crevice, leaving little trace for search parties. Even today, parts of the region remain extremely difficult to access. Yet another mystery involves the historical records themselves. Many newspaper stories from the early 20th century competed for readers with dramatic headlines. Over time, repeated retellings often mixed documented facts with local legends. Historians have since discovered that some popular claims cannot be confirmed through official records, while others appear to have grown more sensational with every new publication. That does not mean every event was invented. It means separating fact from folklore requires careful investigation. Several theories continue to capture public imagination. One theory suggests unknown criminals may have operated in the remote wilderness during the gold rush. Another proposes that natural disasters, starvation, or exposure explain most disappearances. Some people point to stories about Bigfoot or supernatural forces said to protect the valley. However, no verified scientific evidence has confirmed these extraordinary claims. They remain theories rather than established facts. Modern technology has transformed how experts study the region. Satellite imagery, GPS mapping, drones, and improved search and rescue methods now allow investigators to examine areas that earlier expeditions could never reach. Even so, the Nahanni wilderness remains vast, isolated, and unforgiving. Large sections receive very few visitors each year, leaving many historical questions impossible to answer with complete certainty. Perhaps that is why the Valley of the Headless Men continues to fascinate people around the world. It stands at the meeting point of history, survival, legend, and science. Some mysteries have become clearer through careful research. Others remain locked inside one of North America's last great wildernesses, waiting for evidence that may never be found. The greatest mystery may not be what happened there, but how much of the truth disappeared with those who never returned. Perhaps the greatest mystery of the Valley of the Headless Men isn't whether every legend is true, but whether every answer has already been lost to time. As new evidence emerges, this remarkable place continues to challenge history, science, and human curiosity. If you enjoy evidence-based mystery documentaries, subscribe and join us as we uncover the world's most fascinating unsolved mysteries one clue at a time.